Yes, yes. Black Clover episode 168 came lit. Hey, we see the face reveal of the spy. Man, oh man, I got my prediction right when I made that preview video, or that video where I was saying the abilities of the spy or the vice captain of the Black Bulls. Of course, you see that he has a devil and all of that. I'm going to speak about his interaction with Asta. I'm going to speak about his interaction with the captains from the Clover Kingdom. I'm going to speak about Yuno. I'm going to dip and dive into Asta himself. I'm going to get into a lot of things, and I'm going to be showing videos or putting out videos in this week for Black Clover. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all the rest. You already know it's anime with A stars. I want you to sit back and relax. Let's get litty. Lets us know that I even did the episode in the week before this episode released, and I even got this prediction right as well. I just done form this week whereby I talked about that I believe everything was occurring at the same time, and this episode 168 proved that all the fights, Yuno fighting Zenon, Dante fighting Yami, we got Fanika in the Heart Kingdom fighting Noelle and the Heart Queen, all of that was happening, occurring around the same time. They all went out at the same time, so they got active, really. But anyway, let's talk about this. We see Asta and his friends healing up, getting their treatment, and the dialogue where the mage that's helping to heal them is talking to them, and of course Grace gets a little bit of interest, a little bit of scream attention in the sense of her magic abilities for her to actually go and find out where it is, because she was able to heal a devastating wound that the mage that was examining the Clover Kingdom Black Bulls couldn't actually see, and was surprised and said her magic isn't actually transformation magic, that there's actually probably another element, or maybe that's just even a side element to it, that she has actual magic that she doesn't actually know. So she needs to spend time and find that. But enough of that, let's get into the nitty gritty part of the episode. Let's talk about Asta. He wakes up in the middle of the night and he just wants to dash out. I was just looking at this like, of course this is one of the things Asta wants to do. You know, in Asta he doesn't really 100% think things through. You kind of get that with main characters in these anime shows, to be fair. But anyway, Asta goes out, looks like he's gonna go and do his thing, thinks somehow he's just gonna fly to the Spade Kingdom and be able to fight, even though he's not fully rested. And he just stopped. Like, this is coming like Shadow Possession Jitsu from Naruto. Shout out to Naruto for real. But Asta was unable to move. He was stopped in the shadows. That's why one of my theories was that the spy from the Clover Kingdom is able to use a type of shadow type of magic. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was guessing. I was just taking that kind of jab. But at the same time, I was thinking that he had a demon power. But obviously, this episode proved me right on that. But we see his encounter with Asta and completely stopping Asta from moving. And it's interesting how Asta was able to just open up his Black Destroyer or whatever, his blade, right? And just his anti-magic blade, and just be able to pin it at a certain point that was not necessarily near to him, or just in the ground, about kind of the same distance between Asta and the vice captain of Black Bulls that Asta didn't know at the time was the captain, and was able to just nullify his technique, the spy's technique. And of course, Asta's interaction comes with conversations whereby Asta is reminded of how weak he actually is, how his battle went, his frustration with himself, that he needs to grow. And he was literally, I like the technique that this vice captain was able to use. This technique of being able to pin Asta down with many hands coming out from the shadows, just look like dark energy, look like dark magic energy, but look like dark magic energy, to be fair, in that sense. But it was probably demon power, and just holding Asta down in place. Very interesting. I would like to see more of his techniques, and of course throughout the episode we see more of it, and we learn that this individual goes and says to Asta, I need to train you up. All of that kind of dialogue talks about how he doesn't really like Yami and all of those type of things there, which kind of makes sense in the sense of that's the reason why he chose and he was more comfortable with doing the spy kind of work, because he didn't want to be around Yami. But the only reason he's there is probably because Yami probably defeated him in a fight, or they had an interaction and he saw that Yami was actually such a strong guy. That's the reason why he was able to join the team as the Black Bulls, even though he doesn't really like Yami like that. But he shares a critical piece of information that Yami's still alive at this moment in time, and Asta should go and rest because he needs to, and in the morning something will occur. Then we switch over to the meeting with the captains, right? And I was thinking to myself, wait, hold on, these men are they're gonna show surprise that not all the captains are there, right? Even though they think all the captains are there. But even Julius was surprised to see when the vice captain of the Black Bulls came. He didn't expect him to come to that meeting. He didn't expect him to show up. But before all of that, they were just showing visualization of what occurred, the fight of Yami, Asta, all of that, just showing what occurred in the Clover Kingdom. And I think they was probably able to tap into that due to people's thoughts and people's minds and what they saw through their eyes, and showing that okay, they need a plan to actually go and take the fight to the Spade Kingdom, to the Dark Triad. But in that sense, it was interesting to see how certain characters reacted. Certain magic captains wanted to go out and go by themselves and go straight up and fight, but of course everybody was arguing with one another, and Julius just went and used his time magic, a little glimpse of it, even though he's in a kid form right now. Used a little touch of it, a little touch of it to try and calm people down. But it was only when the vice captain of the Black Bulls came and arose out of nowhere, shocked everybody, and even his presence took them by surprise. They thought, okay, cool. You would have thought that the captains would have reacted quicker, would have went straight for the attack, something like that, like boom, bow. But straight up, he went and summoned 4 more, like looked like 4 more demons, 4 more. I feel like it was something kind of juicy kind of thing. Similarities to Naruto, no lie, but Black Clover is his own space. Black Clover is his own anime. Black Clover is his own. Black Clover, people have to put respect on it. It brings different elements to the show. It was kind of like, in my sense, I feel like he actually using devils. Like, does he actually have more than 4 devils? Maybe they may suspect that he has more than 4 devils, or is it in fact that, because it was interesting enough, he said he can't defeat the Dark Triad. Because if he has more than 4 devils, like, you would think, or more than 3, you would think that this guy could take these men. But I feel like in a sense he has the ability to summon or create certain beings. I don't know, you people let me know your thoughts on that, because if he had 4 demons, like, you'll be thinking to yourself, 4 devils, you'll be thinking to yourself, no, this guy's power must be great. Like, why is he saying that he can't defeat them? If you get what I'm saying, I don't know, like, you people keep it 100. Wouldn't you be thinking, you're saying like he should be able to defeat these people? But anyway, let me not waffle too much. I'll chat about that in other videos. But we see that he, according to what people said, he has more than 1 demon. And interesting take. Then the episode shows the conversation dialogue go on and shows how much information this guy, the vice captain, was able to receive. Oh yeah, switch it. How on earth can I not even talk about he was even having a conversation with his demon? He was even having a conversation in front of Asta. He was able to summon his demon in a small form and all of those type of things. People that are still here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and shout out to you people that are still watching for real. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video talking about that. But let me switch back to what was on about. He was able to find out in his time in the Spade Kingdom a lot of information, all the magic powers of the Dark Triad, all the magic powers. I'm gonna put on screen now just for you people to take a look at. He goes and shows Dante's, he goes and shows Zenon's, he goes and shows Vanika's, each magic power. And it was interesting with Vanika's when it said she had a curse one as well, and obviously a blood magic. I thought she was able to, but maybe the curse magic is the reason why she was able to weaken Nero's type of magic attack. But I'm not too sure. It looked like she was just able to, she said she was able to lower it in a previous episode 166 or 67, I believe it was 167. But yeah, it was quite an interesting episode in terms of dialogue. I'll give this episode an 8. It was just interesting to see what's going on. It wasn't one of them boring episodes. You know, the one you have those dialogue episodes and it's just boring. Nah, it wasn't. It was interesting. So I'll give them that. I'll give Black Clover that. I said 170 is coming up soon. Are they really going to end it that soon? I don't know, man. I don't really want to see that happen. Yeah, film me. You people let me know your thoughts on that. But yeah, I'm looking at Black Clover right now. I'm enjoying it. It's really getting the respect it deserves. Why are they going to stop at this moment in time? And I don't want them to rush anything, man. That's just me. I don't want them to rush anything. But yeah, this episode for me gets an 8. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, he said Asta is the main key to actually defeat. That he's gonna make Asta very powerful and help Asta. But I was missing certain things in this video. He's gonna make Asta be able to touch into his demon power and actually bring it to a certain stage. That Asta is the key to defeat those individuals. So in 3 days they'll go, because it takes a ritual for them to be able to use Yami and Vengeance to open those doors. And obviously they talked about the 7 layers. There's a lot of dialogue. Snap, I'm gonna actually create a couple videos this week, you know. When I'm actually deep in it, I'm making a couple videos this week for this one before episode 169. So you people make sure you like, comment, subscribe. But anyway, they talked about different levels. We learned that the Dark Triad are actually they're the upper level, and the upper level are more of the weaker. As you go down the 7 levels, the demons are more powerful. And then they talked about the Lucifero demon or whatever. I don't know if I said his name too far properly, but he's the strongest. He's the strongest one. And of course, let me not even lie to you, I'm an anime only watcher, but I've seen one, two things. Like, you get it? I've seen 1, 2 things. You see the ones where you just on YouTube and a pop-up occurs and you see something revealing certain things that can hold spoilers, and you're just like, just by the title just gives you a spoiler. Like, you know them ones. I know you people can relate, and you're just like, why did I see that? Why? You know what I'm saying? You're just like, like, real talk. But yeah, there's a lot of things that went down in this video and episode actually, and we learned that if that devil actually comes forth, it's the end of the world, just straight up. That's what that individual says. It looks like he's probably had a lot of conversations with his devil. So it looks like the way that this anime is taking shape is more going through the like kind of devils, angels, elves are probably like, we see the elves come through back again that saved what's it, Noelle. Yeah, Noelle. She just wakes up, and then that's the end of the episode. I'm gonna do a preview breakdown, but that'll probably come like 3 days before episode 169. How can I get to actually go in depth on Yuno real quick? Yuno actually was really, when he heard Asta was the main key, he was like, no. I need to show I need to put respect on my name. Don't act like I ain't here. Don't tell me Asta's the main key. Don't. I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear it. That was Yuno. He was like, nah, Asta's my rival. I need to show my techniques. I need to show who I am. And Yuno, even though the other characters were saying to him, nah, you could be a enemy spy because you're the prince of the Spare Kingdom, all of those kind of things there, Yuno was showing that he's actually, at that exact moment, he's actually training. His spirit angel is actually holding in mana, creating more mana. So when they actually fight that devil again, it's going to be lit. He's going to show them what he's all about. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos. I want to be dropping quite a few. It's anime based stars. Let's get lit.